I think he's just, but he's got rings, bro. What do you have? What do you, what do you have, dog? Whole bunch of disposition. What do you?
That's it.
I'm upset. All right, well, now you don't got a roster that's worth playing against because one of your main men is gone. So now what do you do?
Out of here. Finito.
What's your compliment? What is the thing? Did you get it, bro?
I just said one. I only had one to say. It was your service. I think you got everything else. We'll go over that later. Clickety click.
You gonna play her shit off the Bluetooth, bro?
Let me make sure I am connected. Whoa. Where? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another edition of the Fiction Crowd Pod.
Fix it.
I do say Jones.
Fix it.
Welcome to another special rendition of the show. Let me just see something.
Yes, sir.
You hear me?
Turn it on. I just want to say. Will it go up louder than this? Oh, okay, baby. Alright,
Yeah. Why not? Why not walk into your hey.
Maybe it's the weed smell that smell real potent. Who am I, opponent? When I'm out here playing in my own field, I don't gotta be a shooter when my nigga got 3 kills. It's good to see your brain. I ain't going nowhere. I got ties on the record. I'll be right there. He thought he cut me off, but I don't mean shit. I'm a bad bitch. No, you can't kill this. Nah. Just chillin' on this whatever.
Shout out to Dada. I had to go get switch my bitches in the mission. Run it back. Cool. Run it back though.
Yeah.
Nah, she slipped on that though.
I'm hanging out windows. I'm rocking my crystals. Got earth in my bag. You play
I like the animation, the voice. We gotta
Ooh, what's that? It's the energy for me when I walk through. Head high, shoulder straight, try to move. Me and my soul line terrible. My aura is glowing. I'm damn near flowing. Maybe it's the weed smoke that smell real potent. Who am I, opponent? When I'm out here playing in my own field, I don't gotta be a shooter when my nigga got 3 kills. It's good to see your brain. I ain't going nowhere. I got ties on the record. I'll be right there. He thought he cut me off, but I don't mean shit. I'm a bad bitch. No, you can't kill this. Nah. Just chillin' on this whatever.
Yeah, cool. So what you gotta do after today though?
crash being that boy, so this fate. I'm married for the money, I'm bed on the fame. You know I got a vision, I ain't worried about the plays. Bitch, make it disappear, get a bitch ready. Couldn't taste time, and that bones on the fade.
I'm about to get rich, I ain't worried about a bitch. Baby, pipe down, you wanna make me legit. I remember when they used to hate on this shit. Now the same niggas wanna suck on my clip. I'm on a different frequency, you cannot see me. I'm online, but you secretly what's next. What's next? The other niggas poppin' bands. I see you over there, you just be quiet with your bear. Your bitch wanna be my other fans, I told her not my type. Push you in my pants, and then you know that me on tight. See, if you say I was like, let me put some lotion on you. Come on, man. I'm like, I gotta put some lotion on you.
Definitely live, but this is real. This is how you get Oh yeah, we do. All right.
Alright, so let's match the energy. Hey.
Bitch grinding. I ain't worried about this shit lying. Talking about this shit flying. Smoking on the tree, this shit hiding. Lazy Susan, that's how I'm moving. You wanna come and stay on the niggas got all the rest is for money. Nice to meet you, Ron.
Avery, by the way.
Avery, nice to meet you.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Back to what we were saying. Fix Your Crown Pod.
Fix it.
Welcome to the show.
Yes, sir.
Alright. Look at timing and the universe doing what it does.
Yes.
So yeah. Special guest, Roll the Rest. Man, I said it correctly.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, all the rest is in the building.
Okay.
Like I was just telling Avery, first time being interviewed. So
Word. That's what's up.
you guys have the honor on this platform.
Oh, no, it's dope. It's dope.
I was saying, we matching the energy. You the first queen on the show, so
That's
Oh
hard.
wow,
That's
really?
hard.
That's an honor as well. That's good. Hopefully more queens come out and definitely see this, because that's what it is. It's kind of hard, like being a female in this type of like in the music industry or any industry, because like people don't know how to like. Well, some people, not all, they just don't know how to give like the correct vibe.
Right.
Some girls are just strictly here for business. You know what I mean? They're not coming out here like, you know, let me get a free sun or a little free beat pack or something like that. No, we're really out here working and grinding just like you guys are. So I respect that. You know, you guys are coming to me as professionally as well as I'm getting my back.
Well, we appreciate you for the professionalism. That's definitely something that I look forward to whenever I get to meet an individual, because that impressed me.
Yes.
I was not expecting that. I never expected this, because I know sometimes not even just that people can be unprofessional, but life pops up. But you know,
that too.
you did your due diligence to make sure you had whatever you needed to do got done before it was time for this. So I appreciate you.
Man, she kept in contact.
I know, and you was in constant contact. That's different.
And it wasn't like
That's
I had to go chase her for anything.
Definitely used
She
to
kept
having to track
reaching out and letting me know what was going on and XYZ, especially with like dates and how things was working on. Life happened.
Oh my God, life definitely happened, and you just gotta go with the flows, with the punches. I'm like, it feels like I'm being inconsistent or not like on it, but again, you can't control the universe and how things happen, so you gotta move accordingly and how it goes. And I was blessed. It was my birthday, Friday, so I took the big Pisces day.
My birthday was last Monday, so we outside.
Monday, happy birthday! Outside all month of March. Definitely all month of March. But you know, outside doing business stuff as well. Like, speaking about life, I said I just went out to New York and I was supposed to do a photo shoot. Life happened. Something with my card had happened and I couldn't do my photo shoot, and I'm like, but luckily having that good rapport with people and letting them know what's going on, they'd be able, you know, to work with you. You always have a chance to book again and things like that. So I'm like, you know, it's our birthday, it's Pisces, and like I said, I'm wanting to get everything done. I planned everything out, and sometimes your plans don't work out as how I want. And God's like, you know, universe like, you know, got something else you got.
And
I have something else for you.
I'm sure that's extra hard when the things don't work
Oh my God, I was just like 30. I'm like, for real, all this is happening. I'm driving, I'm out of town. What? I had to really keep calm, but you know, like a Pisces, we had a little meltdown, and then you just get right back up, and then you're like, all right, good, let's get it going. What's next? Let's, you know, get me down fast.
We are usually properly prepared. You feel me? So
we try to be.
We do try.
That's why when things don't work out, we get that much more frustrated.
Yeah, and it makes all the more sense.
Yes.
a lot of people get upset with what happens, and you just look at them like, but man, there's a resolve.
Right.
You feel me? Versus Pisces, where it's like, oh no, they got it, bro. If it fell apart, bro, it fell apart.
We're gonna try to pick that
So
back
we gotta just wait until they figure it out right now. But
Film.
it'll be okay. But
sorry, go.
real quick, it's been what, 2 weeks? 2 weeks. When's the last time you've been here?
About 2 weeks. Yeah.
All right. Real quick rundown.
Yeah, real quick. Yeah, I'm sorry.
How y'all been? How are things? My team, I missed y'all. Love y'all.
Love you,
all
missed you
well
too, my brother.
with families.
I love the color of that jacket.
Everything in the background, all that good stuff. I know everybody's working at getting shit correct for certain aspects of life. So I just want to make sure we touched on that first,
Oh, for sure. Real quick, tap in.
Yes, tap in for sure. Definitely gotta go ahead and tap in.
But everything's been good on my end. Just like working nonstop. Playing shows every weekend, trying to balance working third shift, not really sleeping, and then being on stage for 3 hours and figuring out where I'm gonna get the energy from. But at the end of the day, I always say I'm just trying to make the most of the opportunities God's putting in front of me, and He's been blessing me like crazy. So I'm never gonna complain about being tired because I'm tired because I'm working. So it's like, how can I be upset about that? Got a lot to look forward to this year though in terms of shows. Post is like booked out the wazoo right now. We are really tearing stuff up. We just out in New Hampshire. Shout out to New Hampshire. They show us a lot of love. And yeah, it's just been good, man. Really just working, trying to prep for the wedding and just keeping it pushing. That's it.
Yeah. Oh, wow, you getting married?
Yes, ma'am.
Congratulations. Oh my gosh, when's the wedding?
In October, and that's my DJ.
Hey.
And that's my best man.
Okay, the vibes are here.
Yes.
That's what's
It's
up.
a family affair.
We're building the village.
That's it.
It's getting created.
Yeah.
Much love.
DJ Big Ron, how about yourself?
Big
It's
Ron.
2 weeks worth. That wasn't 2 weeks worth, but it's 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, I was here the first week that we didn't show up besides the snow. First week I was down here with Wing. We'll have some stuff up this week.
Where at?
We did a little interview on Nightwing, man, one of the producers around Waterbury.
Shout out Nightwing.
You know what I'm saying, my guy. But the week's been good, man. Just family, man. Spending time with the family, man, out and about, staying active, bro. Trying to stay active and out the way. But working. Booked a couple of events in April and March. So
Okay.
coming up, man.
Listen, man, if you local, you gotta let people know
Things
because
coming up.
listen. I gotta slide through.
I will.
I need that
I'll
Earth,
be-
Wind, and Fire Desert Storm. You
I'm
know,
gonna
I
be at a
need
spot soon.
I'm
I'm
just
gonna be at a
saying,
spot soon. We
the
got
networking.
yeah,
Please.
yeah, big time. Oh yeah, everything been good, man. Looking up, you feel me?
How was poetry?
That was great, man. Honestly, it was a great turnout.
I'm gonna ask every month.
A couple people came out and really showed out. So I'll definitely say big up to everybody who shows up to poetry on a monthly basis. We do it once a month. We don't burn ourselves out. Y'all can show up, man.
You like
Yeah.
do you like highlighting people?
What you mean?
Were there any particular highlights of the night for you that stood out?
I'm not gonna say no names. I'm gonna say go to Fly Ride CT's page and watch the recap video. for
Okay.
yourself.
All right.
I like how you got out of that.
That's how we do it.
I like how you got out of that.
That's how we gonna
I
do
like this. It's great.
Poetry always a vibe though. I was there October. That's how I met you guys. And I'm like, from then I wanted to do the the interview. But poetry is very good. I like it. I wanted to come out for what was it, the 23rd?
Yeah,
But I think I was working.
yeah.
Always working. Like you said, the third shift, I know exactly how that
Gotta
is.
get it.
Gotta
Gotta
get
get
it how you live. So
Facts.
definitely.
Facts.
Yeah, big ups to Ryan on that.
Word, man, definitely.
I think he's got another event coming up. I saw he posted yesterday like a comedy show or something of the sort.
Yeah.
Already.
Yeah,
So
I
shout out
just-
to Fly Ride.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Doing a bit for CT, man, definitely, man.
I would love to go to a good comedy show.
Yeah,
me too.
yeah.
Some of the best date nights.
Yeah, man.
While we here, I want to shout out Mello Cartier and seeing new music and new video up.
Yeah,
I'm Mello.
There's a couple of people that just dropped a couple of things. If you haven't go check out the Lottie yet, make sure y'all go check out the new Lottie.
Yes, please do that. Lottie too. It's a true vibe. If you are a true hip hop fan or just a fan of good music in general, that Lottie 2 is really, really a dope project. Not just saying that because we have my man up here, and I can't wait to have my man back up here. Shout out to Lottie.
The home team got a whole new thing coming out right now. A Cruz got a project.
Shout out home team.
Bird Stay Low. I think he's been doing a whole bunch of freestyles on his page recently.
Bird is so nice, bro.
Everybody's out here working, bro. That's what I like. Every time I pull up that part of my Instagram, it's just flooded with new projects or new things. And the motivation and influence is out there. So if you ever need it, y'all, especially being in CT, just look. It's everywhere. Everybody's out here trying to get it. Or getting it, period. So,
Absolutely.
I don't like saying trying anymore because I feel like a lot of people are in positions to make everybody else work or allow you to work. You feel me? Like that guy, bro. I got a studio whenever you want to come put in your work. You feel me? Like just that alone, that initiative alone is dope right now. More of that. Yeah, real quick. Week's been good. Music's been coming out.
Go check out that new Audi music.
Yeah, Audi music is up. The 10th is in 3 days, so another track will be up soon. I don't know what it's gonna be. Don't ask me. I do gotta talk to this guy about getting vocals and stuff correct because I got scolded about 20 minutes ago for not coming on tracks correctly.
Nah, sometimes you need that. Sometimes you need a scolding from your bros. Sometimes you need your bros to tell you that.
You're definitely right about that. They're not gonna lead you in the wrong direction.
If they love you,
yeah, they love you straight
and
up.
that's what I be looking for when I'm at home by myself trying to record. It's just getting it outside of that context. It's like, damn, nigga, I'm not recording right now, so when I get home, I'll try it. I guess I won't be monotone, but yeah, new music's up. Everything's good. Life is good. That doesn't mean that stresses aren't happening. Life is just good. I can smile at stuff. And besides that, I just feel real enthused about us and what we got going on right now, like as a collective and separately in our own personals. Like each time we come back every week, there's always like better, greater energy where it's like, oh, now we here to work. Boom, boom, boom. Here's what we gonna talk about. Damn, we knocked that one out the park. Nigga. I didn't even think we was gonna talk like that today, dog. That's crazy. And then I go home and I listen to other pods and I get like disappointed because I'm like, damn, I ain't even come like us today. Like, all right, and y'all doing this shit professionally.
Yeah. Sometimes underground, not underground, but like more so community connect wise stuff. It's more rugged, more real. Their stage, they have to like have a list of like prepped out what it is or know when and what to say. Some of them at least. So
there's definitely a lot more scripted action going on in a lot of the more, I guess you could say, higher scale pods and whatnot. But I think more on what you just said, though. I think we have definitely grown a lot, and definitely want to just pipe it up for the amount of stuff that we've been able to show within ourselves, continuing to do this thing. You know what I'm saying? And doing it for the right reasons, I think. But I mean, at the end of the day, doing it because it allows us to come together as Black men, speak about things that we don't always have the opportunity to speak on, get stuff off our chest, and then also to be able to promote the people from our city and surrounding cities and do what we really set out here to do, which is promote the Black art that truly exists and thrives in Connecticut that people just don't get a chance to see. And hopefully we can be a catalyst to make you tune into somebody like this young lady we have with us today.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Absolutely.
Especially the Women's History Month.
Especially.
Yes.
It's a big fact.
That's
Sure.
yeah.
What, the color's purple too? You see I'm dressed.
Listen,
Grab the jacket, got the vibe.
again,
so
Pisces being purple, images highlight.
Okay. That's a character I see.
All right.
That's a whole other conversation.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, I am from Danbury
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Thank you. I feel like it was kind of.
It's like slide forward.
Oh, okay.
Technical difficulties.
I think it should be good. Yeah, there we go. I can hear myself.
Just talk right into it.
Yeah, so I'm from Danbury originally. All my family's out there. How I got into music. All my family really has been around music. Well, been into music. Like my dad had turntables. My great uncle had like collections of like tapes and stuff like that. So I really feel like it's hereditary more so than anything. But coming out and really be more adamant and vigorous with it, 2021.
Okay.
I moved all around though. So like I said, I lived here and then I also lived in Virginia, North Carolina. So I'm easily able to adapt. Pisces energy. Easily able to adapt. And I skate, hence the name Roller Rest as well. Been skating for a while. All my life. I feel like all my life, but probably like since about 8. And yes, and I just always try to keep myself busy because if I'm not busy, I can tend to get into like a state of where like just stagnancy, and I don't want to have that. And especially ever since I was younger, my mom always told me I was very advanced. Always was doing things ahead. Like I never crawled, I walked. I never crawled. So like from there, I know I'm capable of doing so much, a lot of things, and so I just like to have my hands in different stuff and being productive.
I respect
For
it.
sure.
So what pushed you to say to yourself, all right, I want to take this music thing seriously. Like it's not a hobby for me. It's not something I feel like I'm just doing because it's fun for me. Like this is something I can see myself really doing. Like what pushed you to that point?
Honestly, like I said, I've been doing it for a while, but it was one particular, on YouTube, you go and type beats. I used to make like songs on my phone, but never really put it out, never went to the studio, things like that.
Yeah.
And I made a good song too. Good song, complete everything. And ironically, Queen Naja, she used the same beat.
I hate when that happens. I hate when that happens.
Took off for her, not a hating or anything. Much love to her, shout out to her. She got up there, she implemented and she put in that work. I'm like, dang, if I could have went a little bit harder, just put in a little bit more effort, that, it could have happened like that. So I was like, as from there, I'm like, I need to start putting my work out and, being more serious and taking my craft more seriously. Like, I know I have a voice, I have a distinct voice. I want to be able to introduce the world who I am and the things that I go through. And I know it's very relatable for females, anybody really who's just going through certain things or just want to have a good time, want to just feel and get in their bag, or you want to go skate or do whatever it is. That's the type of music I want to make.
You kind of answered my next question, because it was initially going to be like, what was the greater goal through the music? But you just kind of gave me like, a snippet of that, whereas you want to be able to have some type of reaction with the people, or like meet on common ground. I'm going through the same thing as you, or this is my story, and it can motivate you to get to the next part of your journey.
Absolutely, I agree. Yes. I remember one time, it was 2021. My sister was doing a grand opening for her shop, and I just was like messing around. I'm like, let me play my song, but not tell nobody this is my song.
I do it. All the time.
So I played it, had the whole crowd rocking. They said, "This is the type of music I like. Who is this?" I'm like, "It's me." And then they're like, "That's you." And they give a voice and go put it together. I'm like, "That's you." I'm like, they were like, "That's you." I'm like, "Yeah, that's me." It's like, much love. I like that music. This is the type of music I listen to. Like, I'm actually speaking about things, not just, ramble. And even if you was rambling, so what? If they relate to it, people like it, they enjoy it, and you're making revenue off of it.
Yes, so fast. Well said.
I mess with that. So who, if anybody, do you mess with right now as far as the ladies are concerned in the rap game? Do you anybody in particular that you see you found influencing, or anybody in particular that you find yourself going to when you're looking for inspiration?
Yeah, so I call that homework. I'll go and I do my homework. I'll hit up my homegirls or like people. I'm like, well, who's your favorite artist right now? Like female wise, like who's your artist? A lot of them they'll tell me Glow, Lotto. They try to do more of like the new age or Nicki, Lil Kim, Foxy Brown, things like that. For me, of course, Nicki.
Those good names though.
Yeah, honestly, those names that I listed. I love Kim. I always go back and get into a vibe if I want to feel something. Who else?
Anybody current?
Currently, right now, I listen to Pink Panthers.
Why do I know them?
Because she made a song with Ice Spice. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But besides that song, she has some other like relatable songs and type of vibe I want to like go after. Very relatable. She's good.
And I mean that's what's in right now too. Like that upbeat, that like 160 BPM, 150 BPM right now too. That's crazy. So
and you want a positive vibe too, and that's definitely like to have fun. I'm not here for the nonsense. Like you either want to have fun or you're not type of energy.
Fun music, man. That's what's up, man. Big up to the fun music.
Yes.
Yeah, bring fun back.
They'll start dancing in clubs again when they bring back fun.
Right.
No, I was just saying that to my lady too. I'm like, yo, honestly, like you can't even go out and dance no more. Like it's like people are so like judgmental too. Like they're judgmental to the point where they don't want to dance because they're scared to be judged. Like you know,
they're scared to be on somebody's story.
I was about to say everything is recorded.
Yeah.
Like, bro, imagine what. Like the last time we was really dancing in the club, Jason Derulo was like the hottest stuff. Think about that.
Come on, bro. That's crazy.
Think about that.
That's crazy.
The last time I was ripping up downtown New Haven,
I get exactly what you're saying.
Flow Rider was on top of
like
the charts.
It was.
And it was all fun music. It was just fun music. So I'm saying like hopefully
it will make a turn. It has to, right? It has to. It repeats itself all the time.
It's too many gangsters and one of the baddies in this club.
It's a lot of fun stuff going on right now, bro. It's not just on TikTok.
Like, maybe I'm just too old and don't know anymore.
No.
Big
no.
Big Pippin energy.
I was about to say
33.
And don't take this as a slight because it's not a slight. It's where you're performing in the particular crowds. You're not gonna run into the bops right now. Those particular bops is what I'm getting at. Because there's a lot of them right now.
Just like Lil Uzi right now. I just want to rock.
Yeah. That's one of the ones that started it too.
And conversation about
like right there, like point blank. I feel like, I mean, it's been around, you know, all that type of music's been around, but since it's him,
Jersey Club music.
Yeah, Jersey Club, for example, definitely, for example, that's been rocking. They even have their own vibe to it. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no snare drum in that track, bro.
It's all views. It's just vibes. It's pure vibes, bro.
Nothing but vibes, literally.
Yeah, that's it.
Shout out to Jersey. Jersey be doing it.
Jersey,
I play in Jersey a lot, and they just
you do.
Don't care.
So crazy.
Yeah.
They just love music, bro.
They do love music, love the dance.
That's the dope part about it. Yeah.
And a lot, not for nothing. Like a lot of the whites out there can jig.
Yeah, I mean, I would hope so. I would hope so.
Footwork and shit.
I think we need to come to the conclusion, bro, that we're not the only ones that can do it anymore. TikTok be showing me on a regular basis how the Asians and
well, first of all, the Asians have been on point since the dawn.
No, I worry.
They are destroying us in many ways.
They be whining, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Like, damn, wait a minute. I'm a whole West Indian person that I can't do none of that. The footwork is ridiculous.
But is it that you can't or that you haven't tried?
I've tried,
and they dedicate their lives to the art.
You know they practice that.
Absolutely dedicated their lives.
Yeah, that's what they're like.
Yeah,
like it's a shame, bro.
This is when you get mad that you're born in America. You start looking at the rest of the world like, damn, man.
I ain't mad though. Just gotta take a trip out
If only my mama had that juice.
Look what it got cool.
We're gonna talk about the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie coming out.
We've seen the trailer. I have not seen the trailer.
All right, we're gonna get to it. I feel like
but since we were here, I want to talk about it because I had asked my cast earlier, at least one person. Uzi premiered a new song last night at Rolling Loud, and the hook said, "I made a city girl believe in Satan." That's the hook. And I was like, oh,
what?
My man was screaming it on stage, and I was just like, so we was mad at Kanye, and I get it. I get why we would be mad at Kanye.
Yeah.
But
I wasn't mad.
Thank you. But this is a personal choice that we're doing with Uzi, right? Yeah. Like, if you rock with Uzi, you rock with Uzi as a whole. Do you try to like subtract that part of him? Because now it's like really prominent, right? Like this is him blatantly saying, like, yo, I rock with this. This is.
Listen, man. I just want
It's all. I told her right. I'm sacrificing.
I'm turning off quick.
I'm trying to figure out the hit thing, bro. Because that's what they look like when they knock the head off. You got it right there. That's the headless body. That's the headless body.
There you go, the headless body. That's smart.
Wow. If you think about it,
I'm just trying to figure it out, bro.
To piggyback what you were saying, I mean, the industry is like, they're like that. I feel like they make it more. They're not hiding who they are and what they believe in now. That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Just like I saw on Twitter something about Playboy Cardi.
I was just about to
oh my God, I heard it. It really just sounds terrible. And as far as like Travis Scott, just a name. It's few names, many names actually. Yeah. It's just a matter of you like them. You have to learn how to separate it. Like you said, I like his music. I like Lil Uzi's music. I don't like him as a person, or I don't like the things he do as a person.
Yeah,
but I enjoy his music. Yeah, like that's it. I like your music, but I just don't.
We have that conversation a lot about the separation of the artist and the art. And for me, for the most part, I can do it. It's just certain individuals.
Yeah.
And like, I think it's when the art reflects the
whatever they're being.
Whatever the behavior is.
Yeah,
that's when it's difficult. But like when it's just art, and like whatever you doing has nothing to do with the art, it's like it's easier, I guess, for me to digest it. Yeah.
I'm sorry. That just made one of our conversations.
I was just gonna say, what about this though? What if the art made them like if they didn't have that behavior or like what they did that was kind of like negative? What if they wouldn't be who they are? Like just for myself, for example, when I make music, sometimes I relatable with heartbreaks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I know a lot of people relate to it, like and stuff like that. But what if I didn't have these heartbreaks and I never made that one song that took me to where it needed to be? Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes it's like, yeah.
I hear that.
They got problems. But
see, just like that conversation, just like with that one scenario you just played in my head. Right. I'm sorry, I gotta bring this guy up because we bring him up every time we have a conversation.
Just bring it.
Kels wrote a song called "Age Ain't Nothing But a Number" for an artist named Leah, and every time I hear it, as much as it's about, I be listening like. I don't.
Pretty crazy.
I don't know if he was supposed to write this for her, and she definitely wasn't supposed to perform it after the fact. If that was the case, because this sounds crazy.
Yeah.
But it was a bop back then, and it got them both to a certain. Well, it got her to a certain part.
Right.
So it's like going back to what you were saying. It's like I don't judge a person for the problems they have.
Right.
I try not to judge people, period. But I definitely will view you differently based on the things you've done. If you've made like conscious decisions to do X, Y, and Z, I obviously can't rock with you based on like you making these conscious decisions. But if you documented and came out and said like, oh, I was dealing with X, Y, Z, like I took the time to get help or whatever the case is, that allows me to view you in a much more human light. But there's a lot of people
make bops.
Yeah. But even without the bops, it's like I try to give grace as much as I can, especially to those that want to help themselves. But you have a lot of people,
you gotta want to help yourself.
Absolutely.
You have a lot of people who are okay with the behavior because they know that they're providing the world with art or providing the world with a service. So for them, it's like I don't really care if y'all like what I'm doing behind closed doors or not. You still buy my CD, so I'm gonna keep on rocking.
Yeah.
That's how probably Uzi is right now.
You feel me?
The same. So
it's
it's a fact.
It's like, but he chose a fact.
Just to make it fair. I'm not just gonna leave Uzi out there. Maybe that's how Justin Roiland is feeling right now too.
Who?
The white dude that wrote Rick and Morty, the voice actor, because he's going down for domestic abuse right now.
Well, I heard a lot about Rick and Morty. I stopped watching that a long time ago, and I really used to like that.
I really used to like it too. It's one of my favorite shows. But to find out everything behind the scenes, it's like, oh wow.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking to myself, maybe a lot of this came from your personal life because it seems like a way to project.
I mean, how could it not? We found out what was it? Not Dick Wolf, but like it was one of the main.
No, Dick Wolf on Law and Order.
Yeah, like we found out some stuff about him, like that he was involved with mad different like crimes.
And look, we love Law and Order.
And it's like the art be telling us the truth a lot of the times, not all the time, not all the time. It's not a blanket statement. But a lot of times the art tells us the truth about what's going on behind closed doors, but we just don't want to, we're not trying to hear it because the art is so good. Right? So we're just taking it at face value.
I don't think we should escape. Like you said, you can't escape the truth. Like what he said now. I didn't hear Uzi that song at all, but now I'm like,
Oh, you gonna see it? Shade Room got it posted.
Oh, I don't follow
Hollywood
Shade Room.
got it posted. Everybody,
yes, cheers. No,
hey, I do it for pod, man. I like talking about stuff.
No, I respect it.
We gotta have something to debate.
I will look them up when it's time for the pod, but I had to stop following because it was
too much. It's too much.
Now on Twitter, you know the algorithm. I have to say cheese, but on my personal page, I actually have this profile called Cultural CLT. Shout out to Cultural CLT. It's a very positive. Don't get me wrong. They have updates about things, but they're not bashing people. They're not putting up, somebody baby mom blasting them out. Stuff like that. Like that negativity. You don't need it. And you see the page truly is uplifting. Like it.
If we gonna
I'll send
bash,
y'all the info.
we can bash Shade Room because from what I hear, they a whole Christian rampage in the first place.
What?
Yeah, so that's crazy. How y'all doing what y'all doing? Like,
they're trying to
make it make sense for the people.
No, nothing makes sense anymore. That's the thing, bro. That's social media, bro.
You're right.
Damn. I had another good place for us to go to from there where we were at with like choices and bump it up. What else we got on the syllabus? We got plenty. Do y'all want to go into some music right now?
Oh yeah, I think that's a good idea. You got any song in particular you would like us to play for the people?
Honestly,
we're currently on your SoundCloud page.
Yeah, let's hit up the Naruto.
Oh,
right
there.
So I popped up.
Oh, wait a minute,
I love that
where did
track.
you come from?
Drake,
where is Drake?
Hold on, Drake. Roll the rest here.
Really tried. It's not your time yet.
It's okay.
They tell the same stories.
Something else playing?
Somebody says there.
Nah, it might be me, bro. Hang on.
Hold on. Sorry. So sorry.
The internet just be internet. Y'all got more questions for the beautiful young lady? Right
yes,
here?
ask me anything.
I didn't because I thought we were going to a break, but now that you
tell
me your favorite cup of coffee and what goes into it.
I don't drink coffee.
Oh, shout out to you.
Brought to you by 7-Eleven's tea.
Okay.
With the 7-Eleven sugar.
Okay.
And the 7-Eleven black tea.
All right. So we're tea drinkers, we are.
Yes, but overnight sometimes, and if I didn't get no sleep, I'll get some coffee.
Okay.
I'll just hook it up to where it's like sweet. And then I don't like how it makes me feel like afterwards. Like I guess I don't know. I call it the come down. Cause I'm like, oh my god, I'm panicking, but I still want to do stuff. I don't go to sleep. Like I don't know. But
nah, you don't need all the extra caffeine from coffee anyway. It'd be kicker. But I don't want to talk because I'm big on espressos. So.
This is already
Starbucks
right now, but
yes, sir.
Third shift flow. This is the Celsius. So this is another beverage that I think is being propagated to us because I'm pretty much convinced that somebody in a building somewhere said, "How do we get black people to drink more water?" And they said, "I tell you what, I bet you if we put a black cap on it, they'll start buying it." And then all we got to do is get one person on TikTok or somewhere to say that alkaline water is the shit. And I bet you all the black people are going to start buying it. So now all the black people I know only buy alkaline water. Not all, that's pretty blanket. But like if I go to any of my relatives' house right now, like I just came from my auntie's house, nothing but cases of alkaline water, right? Yes. And then this stuff I started seeing pop up out of nowhere. I was like, yo, where's this Celsius stuff coming from? I'm convinced they're just trying to, flood the neighborhoods with more type of stuff like this to really just drugs. Because I just finished watching that Hitler John, Hunters on Amazon Prime. Great show. What they were trying to do was kill a bunch of people in the inner cities by putting some sort of poison in corn syrup. It was a crazy thing, but it just really opened my eyes and made me start thinking about a lot of stuff. Anyway. Yeah.
That's true though. It's happening though. I think like crops on fire. Yeah, like some crops that I've seen.
That's exactly why we about to lose daylight savings time because it's unnecessary now.
How you lose? Like I don't understand. All our lives.
Crops. Because crops they're not as flourishing on the East Coast as they once used to.
Global warming is real and destroying our environment. Did we get the music?
Yeah. Power. 2,
Shout out to Perry.
I'm hanging out windows, I'm rocking my crystals, got herbs in my bag. You play up your history, I'm popping my tags. You bitches are sad, started to the big money, big bags. Ooh, what's that? It's the energy for me when I walk through. Head high, shoulder straight, try who? When your mind so aligned, scared who? My aura is glowing, I'm damn near flowing. Maybe it's the weed smoke that smell a real potent. Who are my opponents? When I'm out here playing in my own field, I don't gotta be a shooter when my nigga got free kills. It's good to see your brain. I ain't going nowhere. I got ties on the road cool. I'll be right there. He thought he cut me off, but I don't mean shit. I'm a bad bitch. No kid kill this. No. I was just gonna ask.
Oh, it's on your Fix Your Crown. Run another one.
Oh yeah, bro.
You can go to the Fix Your Crown site, or you can watch it on Twitch. This is playing on Twitch too, so however.
Yeah. But you go to the IGs right there.
Yeah, the IG is right here.
Oh, bro, hold up. I'm playing tap in again.
I
that's
really
it.
fuck with that.
I need that to end. Unless we're gonna run it back, because that's my favorite. I need that.
Really? I actually have a showcase I'm doing, and the guy said the same thing too. I don't know if you guys heard of AP203.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's homie. That's homie.
Yes, I'm going to be at
That's fan right there.
What's
Yes.
up?
AC.
Oh yeah. You doing something with bro?
Yeah, on the 31st.
Oh, okay.
Rage.
I know I had
Rage out
something up
too?
for you. Yeah, nah.
Okay.
I've been peeping and I saw the first one. I'm like, yo, the vibes are like there. And you know, I haven't did too many performances besides just
I got it.
Pahookatry. So I definitely wanted to go and show my face. So when he hit me up and offered me the opportunity, I had to take that.
For sure.
I was like, go. I said, that's so much love. I appreciate it. So pop out on the 31st. Definitely, if you guys can. Roll the rest. And this is unreleased, by the way, too. You guys
That's why I went right
You
to it.
can be in my face if it ain't about the pay. Don't
Oh,
make
it's
me
good.
straight to the
Uh-huh.
sake. Stop all them games if you and I you out. You the type to really do it for the call. How you coming, baby? Show me how it's done. You think you in love with me? I know I ain't the one. Crying over niggas, many days are fucking over. Yeah, I took some L's, but I made it right. Yeah, that's the real definition of a bad bitch. Turn the goofy up and cut off with my bad habits. It takes a certain type of mind to be lavish. How the fuck you feel, but you ain't believe it? Please, baby, you ain't motherfucking how it be for real. Send you on them stories, you was not down to kill. What's the deal? I know a couple shooters that be staying in the field. You wanna eat my cookie off the box, I get the feel. I be seeing out of life, you should really think twice how you do me. Cut the foolery, stepping on the scene, smoking on the screen. Would've thought I was a Grinch, better come up with a bitch like, fuck them dollars, nigga, throw it up. Put them dollars in the air, nigga, throw it up. I'm looking good in here, girl, scrub. Put them
I
dollars,
went
nigga,
to
throw
the
them up.
studio and laid this down.
Put them dollars,
Producer,
nigga, throw
Little
it up.
Perry, he produces. I've been working with him for the past couple
I'm
months.
looking good in here, your girl, scrub.
It's like a underground little
You work with mad different people all the time.
Yeah.
It's hard to find yourself.
Oh my God, yes. I told you, I said I want to come on the platform and have more music. And everything that I said, I will do it.
Great. Keep going.
Nice again.
Hey, Pisces, you heard that?
I be flowing like a fairy. If you wanna see something, that shit can get scary. Come on, full throttle, baby. I play for keeps. Like, fuck them dollars, nigga, throw it up.
I'm so ready
Put
for
them dollars
music
in the air,
though.
nigga, throw
But
it
I'm
up.
still
looking good in here, girl, scrub. Put them dollars, nigga, throw 'em up, throw 'em like. Put them
I
dollars,
see
nigga,
this
throw
doing
it
great.
up. Put them dollars in the air, nigga, throw it up.
I was doing dances.
Especially, I'm looking good in here, your girl scrub. It's gonna be matching.
Right. That's how I want it to be. I want
Big
to
eye
really relate to it. Yup.
Good top.
Popping. It's getting in your bag. Get out that sad stuff, getting in the bag. That's what it is. Definitely. That's my favorite track.
Big Brigante.
Yes. POWER203FM.
So, Crown Pod, fix it. Question. Hope this isn't too intrusive, but you did say you just celebrated a birthday. Happy belated.
Thank you.
Big Pisces gang. So how old are you?
I'm 26.
Okay, 26. All right.
Yes, indeed.
You never know. Because I could have easily said 23 and wouldn't have known.
Yeah, I can
Because you know, black people, we just no way to know.
Never age.
So I could easily be a 19-year-old senior right now.
I did that so many times. I go and I grab my wraps. Go up to the store, go to the liquor store, hit you with the can I see your ID, please?
Yeah.
May I please see your ID? I already have it.
Greatest compliment in the world, though.
It is.
It is the greatest compliment in the world. I don't ever get mad at them now. Like,
now.
You don't think I'm 33?
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Go ahead,
We are grown.
I remember my original question now, and my original segue. So recently, Jadakiss had brought up the fact that he thinks that record labels should be held accountable for things that are happening to artists. Let me get to the actual article itself. Jadakiss shares his thoughts on the subject of violence with rap, and he says, while the artists themselves typically get the blame, record labels should bear some responsibilities as well. The matter came up as Jadakiss' recent appearance on the I Am Athlete podcast after speaking on how lives of artists like Pop Smoke, Takeoff, PNB Rock were violently cut short, and remarked that the matter is sickening and preventable. Excuse me, that is well put. He was implored to deliver one bit of advice to the generation of rappers, and simply, why are you gambling? They're gambling on you to do something dumb. Mm-hmm. They're all gambling on you to do something dumb. So why do we keep, But this is a frequent conversation we have here, because if I gotta put food on the table, like, how else am I gonna do it if this is how I got noticed? Like, I'm not about to switch up the whole game plan now just because X, Y, and Z.
If they're the ones that's gonna put the money in my pockets, they're gonna provide me with the opportunity to take care of my family. It's like,
but how do we keep the labels responsible then?
You don't,
because they're still gonna turn around. They did it with Pop. They're still gonna turn around and make money off of you once you're dead.
Yeah. At the end of the day, if we go into them and if we're gonna take the deal, I don't know how we're gonna be able to hold them accountable, because at the end of the day, everything that they're doing is well within their right based on the deals that we're signing. Mm-hmm. So until we put infrastructure in place to say, all right, I see this young black queen right here has talent, as opposed to her going to Capitol Records, as opposed to her trying to find her way out at Atlantic or whatever the case is, I could say, I got capital. Let me put some investment behind this young lady and put her in a position to potentially win. It's going to take us taking care of our own at the end of the day, people that have the power to do so, to be able to really make things change.
But it seems like each and every time we get into one of those situations and it looks really positive, some BS happens, bro. Look what happened with Meg. Yeah. Meg was doing so good at the beginning of her career, and then this one little slip up, somebody said something they weren't supposed to say to somebody else from camp, or I'm not getting bread, my contract looks funny to other people, and it's like, but wait, bro, I thought you was really helping me. I thought we was all in it together. Mm-hmm. It's like, how do we get past that part so we can focus on making sure that labels don't have no parts in this?
Yeah, I think it just comes from knowing what you're signing and knowing what you're getting yourself into, making sure you have a lawyer or whoever the case may be, someone near you to help you make those decisions as well. Because sometimes, who knows, this may be off of peer pressure. You got your family, you got people that's depending on you. So you want to be able to, well, at that time, you're like, damn, well, let me just sign because I know that I'm about to get this money, So that's what some people are doing. I just feel like if I ever got into that predicament, I want to make sure I know I'm getting to myself with something that is beneficial to me as well as is beneficial to them. That's my main thing.
Because it seems like there's not many artists that actually went through it and even got to a snag, maybe besides a Cardi. Cardi got to a snag in her contract and it was like, all right, well, let's switch. Let's sign off of this one. We can buy out of this one. Let's go somewhere else. Y'all hold this down now. Mm-hmm. And now everything is up from here. Mm-hmm. Right? But it's only a handful of artists that even get put in that position to do so. And then get the endorsements, XYZ after the fact. But even that's up for debate right now. Her Offset might lose their McDonald's endorsement because they're too raunchy for McDonald's, which kind of makes a lot of sense.
They're not losing that endorsement.
I don't think they are either. But
be for real, everybody everybody. They'll be like, no, man, not the Cardi and Offset. No,
but the comment itself is bound to come out of
It's because
there was comments.
Never mind.
Bro, I just think.
I don't know. I didn't see it. I can't speak on anything I don't know.
It's okay.
I don't want to make it racy.
Nah, right. It's tough to even be able to say it, bro.
You know,
I'm like, damn.
Feel me?
Yeah.
Some people want their happiness to stay pure.
Yeah.
Oh.
Whatever that means to them.
Whatever the hell that means.
Whatever that means to them.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Whatever. So, I guess.
I mean, but the sweetie milk.
Yeah.
Listen. So anyway, quick question for you. Like,
Their meal should have went to Popeyes. No lie.
Meg did good over there.
she did do good
She
over there.
did,
And
I
that's
got it.
Didn't Tyler have one over there?
That
Meal
Mexican
should've
was
went to
fire.
Popeyes.
Did y'all try to make one?
Yeah, I tried to make one.
That sauce was
Sauce is crazy.
It really was.
Bring it
Yeah,
back.
Bring it back, right?
Bring it back.
Any sauce with the purple top is
The
always
case is over.
like,
They're not in power anymore. Bring it back.
yeah, for real.
Bring it back, please.
Damn. Have you ever watched a show called Betty?
Betty, no. Where is it on? What platform?
HBO.
No.
IP Game. It's a show about these young women that put together this group of skaters. They're all skaters.
Wow.
And they do this thing, I think it's in New York, where they like have this, they organize a bunch of like lady skaters to come out and like they have this like, citywide skate event. It's really cool. It's 2 seasons of it. I was just wondering if you've seen it, because if not, I think you might like it. So
Thank you for
it's called
letting
Betty
me
on
know.
HBO.
Betty, I'm gonna definitely have to get that subscription and tap in.
Listen, do what I do, just get it for like the free week or the month, whatever, and just watch it.
Yeah.
Real quick.
If you ever need to,
You
come
can
up with a
pay something real quick.
new email. Do it
Right
all over
back. I
again.
forgot about the new email app.
All day.
That's funny.
But no, I didn't hear about that. That's dope. I'm actually working on and making a skate group myself and be able to do routines, go out to like my music and stuff. So I'm
Yeah, that would be fire.
I'm actively looking, for skaters. It doesn't matter if you don't have any experience, as long as you want to skate, want to learn how to skate, I'm open to learning. Definitely down. You can hit me up on my DMs, Rolleress.
Check her out.
Definitely hit me up if
You want to
you're
learn how to
interested.
skate?
I'm
I
trash.
wanna. Now I'm curious. What got you into skating?
Okay, so like I said, when I was younger, I used to go to daycare, and like whenever we had like, definitely shout out to the daycare.
You say you from Danbury, right?
Okay, this
How long-
daycare, I was in North Carolina.
Okay,
so
I was trying to hear.
timelines.
Multiverse.
Yeah, yep, they were there. Now we're in North Carolina. But yeah, we used to go like every Wednesdays or whatever. So I just used to skate. I didn't see anything of it, just get in the drifts. I liked it. I didn't really fall too much. See other people, I liked it. I enjoyed it. Then now we're in Virginia. I lived in Virginia from like 7th grade all the way to 11th grade. So that's my stomping grounds. Virginia is home to me. I could go back to Virginia. Shout out to Virginia.
Or shout out to
2
you.
up, 2 down.
What part?
Hampton.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My sister
That's
graduated from Hampton University.
Yeah, shout out to her. That's what's up. I love that town. It's not the same how it was growing up, but the vibe's still there. I still can go back.
Lots of black people here.
So many. Oh my
I
god.
was shocked when I went there.
Really? No.
Really?
That's predominantly. That's
It was beautiful. Like, I was
Yes.
so pleasantly surprised. Like,
different shades, all types.
It was
Still
cool
don't want to
people.
I don't want to get pulled over.
Definitely don't want to get pulled over there at all. Do the speed limit. Don't play with me.
Just drive through and get where you're going.
That's it. That's
And
the
put the blunt down.
Put it down.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
But yeah, but saying that, me and my friends we used to go out and skating, and same thing, just getting the vibes. And then I stopped for like some years, and then COVID happened and stuff like that, and I just wanted to find a new outlet. And I'm like, well, let me buy some of my own skates, because that's what it was. I'm like, go to skating, but I don't want to wear their skates. It's not fitting for you. So I bought my own. Yeah, it's literally not healthy either. It's disgusting. But you gotta do what you gotta do if you did it. And so I got my skates, I put my skates on, and I enjoyed it. And ever since then, I skate, and it's been really healthy. I feel like I'm unlocking like more inner child work, doing inner child work when I skate. So I enjoy it a lot. It's just now getting it from the aspect of, being outside skater, because I like outside and like doing the 180s and tricks and stuff like that. It's just transitioning, going into the rink now, doing routines and getting that type of atmosphere. So I'm definitely getting myself more acquainted with roller magic, excuse me.
Yeah, those are
Roller
stomping
magic.
grounds.
Yeah.
Roller
Those-
USA.
Those are stomping grounds
Yeah,
over
good
here,
times.
man. For real, that's crazy. Yeah, so
It's fun,
back
though.
around, yeah, that's crazy.
It is. I feel like it's a really good, like I said, a really good outlet. It's full body workout. Let's talk about
Make sure it is,
that.
definitely.
Make sure to stretch before you go skate. Don't play around.
But see, that was the crazy thing. As kids, when we went, we wasn't even thinking about that, right? Until we got home. And then we got home and it was like, damn, why does everything hurt?
I feel like I just got in a fight.
Did you fall? No, I don't remember falling at all. No. My back.
Yep. Legs, thighs.
My back is telling me no.
Were you a blader first?
Yeah.
Blader first?
I was, and then I went over to the
quad.
Yeah, and I like that a little bit more. It's a lot easier for me to stop, bro. And I be feeling like Michael Jackson when I do the front stop.
With the quad sticks, yeah.
Fire.
So, but blades, me and blades, man.
That's what's up.
I just tried to like race around.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
I always hurt myself doing that.
I feel like everybody started on blades at some point.
I like the blades in the street, but I like the quads in the ring.
In our era, I feel like,
yeah. But I didn't want to wear blades all over the place. If we went on the street with the blades, bro, probably 15 minutes into it, I'm taking them off and putting my shoes back.
Really? Like you said, I would have thought blades been good for like the street.
They are. Yeah. My feet, then the narrow.
Yeah, no, I understand. I got I'm a flat-footed brother myself.
Oh, me
so
too.
I understand. Okay, it was quite difficult trying to keep up.
Waterbury Roads,
Waterbury Hills.
Yeah.
Because you either just it's really only two options when you skating on Waterbury: skating, biking, anything of the sort. You either going to die or you're not, and you just got to take that chance.
Right.
Coming down Willow.
Oh my God, you're crazy.
The backside of
and I know you guys
I used to come down Boyden Street on my bike.
Oh my God.
Dipping between cars, just staring no hands like an idiot.
But that's lit though, I'm not gonna lie. Like to be able to do that and not be like scared of me. I have anxiety and shit. I don't fuck around and like bump into the car.
Brink was do that shit.
I was not afraid to die as a kid. That was like
I was about to say movies like Brink will do that to you. All right, movies like Brink will make you put all your skates and like, you know what? I'm going straight down this hill. When I get to the bottom, I'm gonna bust it, and that's gonna be it.
Hopefully there's some grass at the bottom.
I had too much confidence in my biking abilities because I was like, I was every hill in Waterbury I've conquered.
Oh yeah,
biking up it.
Oh, absolutely.
And then treating myself to the treat down because I used to love biking for exercise. It's my favorite form of exercise.
Because if you get off going uphill, you're going slower than you would on the bike. You know? You gotta stay on that bit.
Yeah, and that's hard. Like imagine going up Boyden and you pedaling the whole way,
and then you make that mistake of stopping,
lose your momentum.
You can't stop. You gotta just
keep going.
Oh my God, man!
I had stupid quads at 14.
Like keep going.
Yeah, Waterbury got a whole bunch of little hidden life lessons in it. You just be walking, figuring stuff out. Like, damn, I shouldn't even go this way. This is not the route. This is not it.
This is not the route for you.
I remember I thought I got lost in Waterbury, but then I realized you can never get lost out here. There's no way. All the streets intertwine. Always connect. I thought I was mother's land. I said, oh, we right here.
I was just on Sylvan.
Waterbury is one of the places where you can easily go from being in the middle of Willow Street Hood and then you in Columbia Boulevard. That second, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What is that? We went from crack pipes to driveways. I don't understand.
What city stairs did we take that we ended up on Chase? I just don't. I'm scared, bro.
You know that one. I don't know the name of the street, but you know that one street that you would legit take from Columbia Boulevard to end up in the middle of Willow?
Yeah.
It's like, what's happening here?
Why is this street connected?
What did this used to look like? Who used to live here? Because I also know at one point Waterbury was like hella segregated. Like all the Italians lived up in Town Plot area and stuff like that. Yeah, all the Irish people over in one spot.
All the Hebrews,
all the Puerto Ricans over here. You got Dominicans over here.
It's still there.
It is, but it's more, it's way more intertwined. But back then it was like, no,
that was literally the big thing. South Main Street was Little Puerto Rico. You don't go over there. You do not allow this.
I don't from here. Don't come here.
Stay off Baldwin, all right, bro? Like,
that's crazy.
I'm going over here for my hair, bro.
I'm right back. Think about that. Baldwin used to be the center
We can censor this if we need to, but the censor of the Lion Kings, remember that?
Yeah, bro. And then one day, I was about to tell you, I know what happened.
I remember that raid.
It was horrible. It was a scary time.
Uncle Chris making beats.
A lot of wild stuff in water.
Listen, and people think Connecticut is sweet.
Bro, how could we be?
People think Connecticut
We are right next door to New York.
Connecticut.
We are right next door to New York. How could that be, bro? New York, Mass. Who's underneath us? New York, Mass, Rhode Island.
Yeah, Rhode Island.
Come on, bro. And everybody from New York trickles to all these places, and it makes their way back to Connecticut.
Every time, make their way back to Waterbury. Let's say that.
Like, people know Waterbury.
There's a magnet in the Holy Land Cross that brings all of us back.
I promise you. Look at me. I lived down south for years and came back up here. What, 2018? So I'm like, what? Definitely had that magnet.
Since we here, let's have this conversation. Did y'all hear that they're trying to consider reopening Holy Land?
They should never do that.
Exactly. I'm so happy we all have the same reaction.
They should never do that.
I feel like too much nonsense.
That's been up there. I know how easy it is to get away with stuff. It's not safe.
It's not safe. There's a lot of cleaning. I'm sure there's still to be done.
Beautiful.
A lot of safety.
I haven't went up there because I heard all this stuff, but I wanted to. I'm like, this kind of cool.
It is one of those that gets you like that, but then you get there, and whatever is there lets you know that it's there with you.
Yeah,
then but then again, it's like, well, you don't bother nothing, you don't touch nothing. Just look, girl.
Oh, so are you speaking from a spiritual level?
A little bit of both.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
I'm talking about just the nonsense that took place.
Yeah, there's plenty of nonsense that has taken place there.
But that could be influence of the spirit.
Exactly.
If you watch the right horror movies, they'll let you know.
I'm not about to go up there and test that out. I'm good.
No way. I read the article.
I wanted a picture up there so bad.
Do you like horror movies?
I do. I haven't watched any new ones recently, only because I feel like it's the same. You know, it's not as scary as I was before. But
foreign horror movies are where it's at.
Oh yeah.
All right. I'm just. Y'all may sleep on Netflix for anything else, okay? The foreign horror flicks on Netflix.
The foreign movies on Netflix are fire.
Series, Home Sweet Home.
Fire. They really be doing it with the foreign joints.
I canceled my Netflix subscription.
I'm not mad at you.
Nah, I can use somebody else to tap in. But
shout out to the Upshaw season 3 is out. Very, very, very fire season. I love it. I love it. Upshaws. Let's go. Mike Epps, Wanda Sykes. Let's go.
Oh, that is a good show. That is a very good show. My mom was watching. That's a very good show.
Season 3 is out right now and it's fire.
We're gonna segue into the other thing after that, but you just reminded me.
Swear.
All American. What happened to your boy Tay?
I stopped watching.
What happened to you?
I don't know what's going on. No, I didn't stop watching. It's not on Netflix yet.
I heard.
I haven't heard. Tell me. I'm gonna watch it anyways.
He's gone.
Did they kill Tay? They killed
him off the show, bro.
Let me guess. Some gang shit.
I'm not sure, but he's no longer written in the show.
Anyways, the writing on the show been falling off for me because you can't tell me that after 4 seasons, this young man would not have learned his lesson, and you'll keep writing this young man to act like he's incapable of learning from his past mistakes.
As an athlete,
we got to season 4, and y'all had him doing the same stuff and making the same mistakes he was making in season 1, and I'm like, where's the growth? We've seen him achieve all these things, but you keep on trying to make it seem as though we as black people, he as a young black man, is incapable of growth. While everybody else around him seems to be learning from their mistakes, flourishing, finding ways to overcome, but he keeps on succumbing to the same thing. What is that trying to say to us?
The same thing the game was trying to say to us? Bro. Because as much as I love that show, each time I watch it, I'm like, man, we are not smart in this show.
Bro.
Nobody makes any wise decisions on the game. And you're like, damn, bro, you about to have a kid, dog. Just chill. Nah, I'm a whole athlete. What's the point of that? Okay.
I won't do.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Cool, Kelsey Grammer. Thanks for writing this one too.
Yeah.
That's how I feel with Power the Ghost with Tariq. Tariq, each time he has some different shit. Well, same shit basically, different scenario. He's not growing. I be watching, but he's not growing. Like where's the growth? Where we, like you said, said, learning from these mistakes.
This is what
Leveling up. Like, first of all, where's your car? Like you said, where's your car?
This is what we want out of our television these days.
Southside will not be making a return. I'm very saddened by this. I don't know if you've seen Southside. It's another show on HBO that when you get your subscription, binge it. It's fire. All black people. It's absolute comedy. It's about just people in Southside Chicago. It's about this like stores, kind of like a rent-a-center. It's based on the employees that work there, and then a couple of like neighborhood cops. They're both black. Hilarious. It's just black people being funny. It broke my heart when I found out it wasn't getting renewed because of a conversation you and I have had several times, and it revolves around the idea that black people are only allowed to make a certain type of art. Because in the first 2 seasons of Southside, it's very story driven. It's very like episodical in that if you watch the first episode and then you go to episode 4, you'll be able to see some of the things that have happened to the characters, and it continues the storyline. In the 3rd season, they started to have a little bit more fun. They had an episode where like they were like in a dream or something like that. Like, and it made me think about the conversations we had about Atlanta, especially the most recent season of Atlanta. And it was like, as I'm watching season 3, I quickly in my mind was like, this ain't getting renewed. As much as I love it, as much as I'm enjoying seeing black people just do dumb shit and just like have crazy kooky ideas and just get out here and just make the content they want, like I know this ain't getting renewed. And sure enough,
enough of that.
Let's wrap it up then.
That was a good idea, y'all.
how do you feel as a young person, up and coming rapper, trying to put their name out there, put their stamp, in this industry? How hard is it, if hard at all, for you to create in this space where everything is just so
Like up in
the air, but also
Popcorn.
it's like up in the air, but it's also almost defined for you in a way. Do you ever feel like it's defined for you? Like you have to follow a certain set of rules or fit within a certain set of trends in order to promote and produce yourself in a certain way?
Not really. I don't like to categorize myself in a box. I feel like I'm very distinct. But like just my name, first off, like Caress, that's like different. So I try to like act like I feel like okay, I know that I'm different. So I don't try to let the limitations of life, what's around, try to get me into the way of how I should shape. But I do take heed of it because you do want to know what's hot, what's trending, and stuff like that. So you can like get a little grip of like take pieces in that and then incorporate it into your own. But sometimes I shall say, as far as like the work progress, sometimes I feel like I can get stuck on a song or like stuck on something for like a period of time. And I will try to like look and go back out and get more inspiration or try to go through life, I guess, to come back and be like, that's what hit the song. That's what I needed in that song type
Need
of
a little
thing.
life experience.
Yeah, literally. It's like, it's not missing anything. The words, the vibes, the harmony, everything's there, but something got to happen in life for you to go and say, all right, put it in.
Oh, no, it definitely plays a big role. Because I feel like when we were together on a regular basis and being out and about, it made me immediately leaving this dude made me want to go home and be like, all right, I'm laying this right now. We just had a dope night, bro. We just out here doing stuff we wasn't supposed to be doing.
Yes.
And now I want to talk about it because I'm in that mode, my boy.
Yeah.
Right? Versus like, all right, I know the words is here. I know the lyrics is here. Like I can hear and see exactly how I want the song done. But right now I'm just not in that mode, bro, because I haven't gone out and done anything that'd be a trip for me a lot, like, because I'm especially being at home now. It's like, damn, bro, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah,
that was a big struggle for me. So I'm an artist as well. I haven't put anything out in a long time just because I'm just not there. But one of my biggest struggles was like dead ass feeling like, all right, I don't know what to talk about right now because I wasn't really experiencing anything new.
Yeah.
Nothing was new, especially like when COVID hit, right?
Oh yeah.
We was in the crib, couldn't do nothing. You really couldn't go out and experience. All you could consume was on your phone or TV or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there, I got all these beats, I'm doing all this production and stuff, but I'm like, I don't know what to talk about because I feel like as far as the pain I've been feeling, I already talked about that pain. I've already processed that pain. I don't want to keep tapping into the same pain or the same traumatic experiences to try to create content when like I'm genuinely in a better place now. Because for a long time, my art was real, not dark, but like just a lot more.
Oh, I know. Us Pisces, that's what, we go through, we take our hurt and we make it into the best work. Yeah, we're taking it out, making it into our best work. So I definitely understand. And then I appreciate you saying that, you evolved from where you were at before, making that music, and you didn't want to give out the same energy that you had. There's no point, because you and your fans, your followings know that you already surpassed that. Yeah. So now it's like, what's new? So I can relate, because I'm on the same type of point. Like, okay, the heartbreak, the hurt, like what you just heard with that track, the hurt is over. Now we're on some different stuff. Let's have fun. Let's let's move on from that. But it's still there. So
I struggle making fun music. I struggle making fun.
You gotta go outside some more. Get on the bikes. That's the part. You gotta get on the bikes again. You gotta get on the bikes again, bro.
I gotta ride down with no hands again.
Yeah.
Right after, because this guy be out and about. He on tour. Like he be in these spots, and then when he comes back and it's like, bro, talk that talk. It's like,
what's going on?
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna give you a little splash of talk. I can take you care of. It's like, all right, Abe, but talk more than talk, man.
See, I think for me, maybe you can relate to this. Have you ever felt like people see a certain thing in you, or they look at you, or they hear your music, and they assume a certain character of you, and then you don't feel like you identify or connect necessarily with the perspective they have of you?
Mm-hmm. Somebody told me my music gives off Lauryn Hill vibes. I love Lauryn Hill. Shout out to Lauryn Hill, but come on now.
That's
let's be serious.
Somebody was trying to get somewhere.
Yeah, I'm like, come on now.
Was it a boy? Was it a blue?
Yeah,
somebody was trying to get somewhere.
I'm like, bro,
I mean, I listened to that tap in. They gave me such foreign vibe.
When I heard you going on tap in
on Zion, that's what it reminded me.
Right.
Like, had me in the crib crying for real.
That thing, it related. Like, come on.
Miseducation.
Yeah. I guess. Weird.
You just lost.
But I can relate.
What's up,
That's funny. They do try to categorize you and put you in boxes that you're not in. Like, I'm not, like I said, I'm not in a box. I do my own thing.
Word.
I moved to the own beat of my drum. I just keep it me, and that's what I think people like, my vibe, let alone like the music or anything else that I do. So it's a plus. But me, genuinely, people like that, like me for who I am, and I'm not going to change who I am for that. So that's why I feel like if I ever got into an opportunity where I get signed, I would have to have somebody around and work up my own stuff, to where like, hey, I'm not going to change myself. I'm not about to talk about X, Y, and Z because that's going to give me that, that check. Like, gotta be true to yourself.
Yeah, you do, because eventually that check gonna run out, and then what are the people gonna have left? So many people that have come out and they did it for the check and they put out that hit or whatever, and where they at now?
We finding out a lot of people haven't really made money from like these big hits.
That's facts.
You feel me? Like a lot of people are doing it independently, but Russ kind of came out recently and said they're doing it independently wrong. Because you're putting out a piece of work, right, that you put your all into, and ain't nothing wrong with that. But the fact that you don't really have a backing like that just yet, or a fan base like that just yet. Yeah. So now you just put out this album that you gave a whole year to, versus you could have put all these out as singles and built up more and more of a fan base. Then some more traveling, shop yourself some more, all these different aspects. But everybody wants the immediate turnaround, which don't seem to like exist right now.
It doesn't.
You feel me? That part of the game is gone.
That part of the game is gone. That's another reason I stopped doing this nonsense. Because I come from I was just talking about to Lisa about this. Like, even just 15 years ago, right? Yeah. It was still kind of the era of the artist makes the music, goes on tour, does the videos, and that is their job.
Yeah.
And then you had a manager, you had a promoter, you had a publicist, you had the machine doing that stuff. You as the artist just got to focus on the art.
Yeah.
And now that no longer exists.
Now you as the artist are all that.
You are all that. And I'm not that.
Until you get to that point.
That's just not me. And I commend and I commend and I shout out those who can do it.
Absolutely. Shout out to independent.
It's either you get to that point where you can, get that stuff implemented, or luckily, I don't even want to say luckily. Yeah, luckily you have game with you.
Yeah, or you got gang, and it's like it's a family affair. Everybody knows their job, everybody knows their role, and everybody's willing to play a part for the greater goal.
Absolutely.
But that's few and far between.
That's true because you got to worry about the people you're surrounding yourself with. If they're on the same type of time, and then it's on some days where you guys aren't feeling like it, but you still need that one person like, hey, let's get in here. The reason why you're not feeling like it, you're going through stuff, put that in the music, or let's do it. Let's work. So yeah, I understand that. It's great. I feel like it's necessary to have a team, and I'm looking for people as well to be a part of my team too. Like I need a manager immediately. I can't do this all around. What? I'm doing it, but it's like it's very challenging, and I don't need all that right now.
So are you shopping for one?
Right now I'm just putting in my head that I need one, and then going from there.
Keep in mind, again, just like you just said, if you got somebody that you can trust with that, to an extent, keep in mind maybe one of the homies close to you that's business savvy.
Absolutely, that's the main thing. I just want to be somebody who will be around people who's business savvy on the same goal, and we want to reach that mountain. So,
Respect.
I'm loving it.
So yes, I'm excited though. I am open for everything that's coming my way. I feel like March is definitely going to be a great month for me. I feel very prosperous this month.
You got more release coming?
Absolutely. I have plans of dropping an EP this month.
Hey.
Yes. I have a performance, like I told you, at AC203 at the end of the month, the 31st.
All right.
Couple of shoots, a lot of things coming in March. So I'm getting ready to put myself out there. Well, to put myself more out there as an artist here in Waterbury and gain that more following and connect with more people.
Word.
That way I can move on and go to other cities and do more things. You always have to start here, the city that you're in right now. Can't go,
No, that's fact.
I feel that.
I hear that. Just don't get caught up.
Yeah, that's true. You don't want to stay here.
You don't want to wait around
Yeah.
for them to catch up.
Nah.
Exactly.
You're right. You're absolutely right on that.
Like you definitely want to build that homegrown following, but don't wait around for them to catch up.
Mm-hmm. You're right, absolutely, because they might not feel what I'm putting out, and that's cool. But I'm the type of person.
Not even so much about feeling it. Not even a lot of.
They might just not get it.
Yeah, that's true.
It might be ahead of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And more so, sometimes it's not necessarily always the case. Home don't like supporting home.
Yeah.
So that's why I say don't get too caught up on here, because you got something already where you can go somewhere else and people are going to gravitate towards you. It's not nonsense. You're not just kicking nonsense. You're actually saying something with a turn up in mind, which is kind of fascinating.
Like I said, I'm on a different frequency. You cannot be for me. Yeah, I'm online, but I still be moving secretly. I see me out there, but
she said she DMing these dudes in Vegas.
No, not the Vegas. They are not getting replies.
Wow.
Well, listen, it's been absolutely wonderful having you here today.
Thank you so much.
This interview was a lot of fun for me. I got to learn a lot about you. I'm looking forward to see what you got coming out. I'm already a fan of what you have, so I'm very excited to see how you're going to continue to grow, see where your artistry goes from here. Thank you for coming down, being the first lady to join us here on the Fix Your Crown podcast. One more time for that.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me here. I appreciate it. I'm glad I was finally able to show up and pop up for you guys. And we'll definitely be in touch. We already made the connection.
I appreciate you.
Much love.
I would love it if we could end on that tap in.
Oh, we're going to.
Yes.
Just making sure.
DJ Big Ron, my boy, my guy. You got anything going on this week? You got anything happening?
This week, possibly tomorrow. I can't really tell you yes or no yet, but we're working on something. If it's not this week, it'll be next week.
I'm slacking, bro.
I'm slacking. Working on a little spot.
I'm slacking.
What up?
We are still headed up, but before we go, we had one thing. For you for coming down for us today.
Yes.
We wanted to leave you with a record.
Yep. You have to get your record player for
this. The Great Donna Summer.
Yeah. We gonna.
This is dope. Thank you so much. This is fire.
I'm saying so one of them ones.
A legend for a future legend.
Thank you. Much love. I did not expect this. This is a nice birthday gift, and I'm definitely have to give me a record. Thank you. This is nice. I appreciate this. Much love.
Just want to show you much appreciation from the Fix Your Crown Pod, Power 203. gifted.
Thank you, literally gifted. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah,
I
you're welcome.
appreciate it.
Definitely.
I had to do due diligence. I make sure we got that done.
Appreciate you. That's love, man. He keeping us on point, man, for real.
But you got anything else going
Nah,
on?
man. Other than that, I'm working on a little bar spot, so hopefully soon I'll be doing some like karaoke night type. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be there.
Something like that. So
You know
yeah,
what? That's dope. I actually have my bartending license.
that's dope. Word. So yeah,
Connect.
come network with the right people down there. Shoot, get you a job or something somewhere, man.
That's what I'm working on. Actually, today I'm hopeful.
Dope.
I will be getting the job.
Hey, let's go. Put it up in the air.
I'll be getting it.
Affirmation.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
That's it though. I ain't got much of that.
We got a stream coming?
Oh yeah, so I will be live tonight on my boy Reversal Wizard stream on Twitch. He does a stream. I think he does a stream I think he's up there like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken.
Streaming.
Listen, I'm trying to be in the I'm really trying to get involved with the Magic community. So if you play Commander, if you mess with EDH, holla at me, Avery from Exile. I'm really about this Magic life. I'm trying to turn it into the next phase. I'm really trying to have niggas outside smacking cards on the table. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really trying to do something different with this. So shout out to Reversal Wizard. He's going to have me on tonight and then again at the end of the month. So I'm looking forward to that. And any other Black creators out there, all my Black and Brown creators, holla at me if you want to get some, content going. I'm trying to get a little team going. So really start having matches on the regular. So shout out to Black Nito. Shout out to Black Girl Mage. You feel me? Just shout out to some of the people that have been continuing to inspire me to keep pushing this thing forward.
I'm definitely gonna make some content out of that too, because he had told me a story earlier with his experience doing these streams. So we definitely about to make some content out of that. It's gonna work well. He's gonna be that guy popping up on everybody's streams. Hey, what up, y'all? How y'all doing?
What's up, Michaels?
Yo, your deck is whack, my boy.
Let me show you how you can get it right.
That's a blue, what is that? A blue red? Ooh, get that out of here. Speaking of streams, if you guys go to Do Say If I Do Say on Twitch, I'll be up there. I'm still trying to get acclimated with my new Xbox. So I'll be up there doing some 2K some Modern Warfare.
You got next year?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You rich, y'all.
Huh?
You rich, y'all.
What you mean? I got the X. I got the Series S. I got the S.
I'm trying to see. I'm holding out for the X.
I want the X. You know what's crazy? I'm about to trade my joint in and pay half, because that's what you should have did.
Because the thing about the X, it's got the full fork. Anyway.
So I'm about to trade my joint in. But you see what I did?
Partner be on that type of.
See what I did? I had purchased so my girl could be on the same wave. I got both of us one instead of just getting the X. So I got 2 S's. I said, bet I'll return mine soon. I'll get the bread from that, and then I'll upgrade.
Word.
You feel me? Bye.
Money, right?
It's not even like that. All right, but yeah, the streams are up. I've been trying to play Apex. Y'all some cheaters out there that play Apex on your computer going against the console players.
Sniping.
You sitting there doing this your whole game. I don't want to hear nothing about that. All right. But that's besides playing new music up on when's the 10th?
Friday.
3 days.
On Friday. Check it out on SoundCloud. That's where it will be up at least until the 15th, and then it'll be on all your platforms. So go check out that new one, Service. I really love that track. It's my king piece. I've been in this King the Conqueror mode recently for like the past 2 months, getting ready for Quantumania. And then I saw Quantumania and I was like, damn.
Oh, we didn't even.
We'll talk about it next week.
When we get back next week, we gotta watch it today. We gotta watch all the stuff. So we come here next week. Next week is a pure recap week. And I got this acid I'm trying to take.
All I'm gonna say between Creed and Quantumania, I'm not.
I still gotta watch Creed.
Jonathan Majors is that dude, and y'all not really understand. Nah, they don't understand. Like when y'all see this character and how he played King, bro. Yeah, he's legit. It's it's mini Kane on this, and I really admire the fact that dude got it done. So it's cool. Yeah, been claiming it for like what the past like. But yeah, that's besides the point. New music up. Always blessed to see my brothers happy that we can finally get back in here and do this properly.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Queen, for blessing us with your presence today and being our first guest, female guest, especially during Women's Month. Like, it's serendipitous.
Thank you so much, guys, for having me. Great. Yes, Pisces. Happy birthday to all the Pisces.
Y'all can catch us on the Fix Your Crown Pod with 2 D's on IG. OBTC_pro. Do say if I do say on all your other platforms. Fix Your Crown on all your other platforms. Go check us out. I think we live on Twitch today too. Yeah. We'll be restreaming, so check that out too. And y'all better make sure y'all get on SoundCloud and go check out Rest.
Definitely go on SoundCloud or Apple Music as well. And follow me on Instagram and TikTok at RollerRest.
She got fancy. RollerRest.
Yes.
RollerRest. You said, get it right. It's on Apple too.
Definitely on Apple. But then again, some people don't have Apple. So I'm like, dang, I was first when I said on Apple Music.
I'm trying to get
Apple Music.
If you guys ever go to
try to get
flowers and orange, apples and oranges. Sorry, anyway.
I love you so much, bro.
I'm speechless.
I'm speechless. He gotta get out of here. That just means he needs to go home and go to sleep. The third shift is getting to him.
Oh my God! You didn't sleep? You came straight here?
Yeah, Tuesday.
See, that's my whole thing. I'm like, I work and I'm really tired. More up to you.
But you just got tapped in.
Oh, hold up. My fault. Fix Your Crown. Smoke pot, eat twat, smile a lot.
Yes, sir.
Let the universe see greater than your experiences. Yeah. The mini Kane still remains. Just let you know the idea is to be the goal, not competition. Friendly neighborhood Goku wants you to be better than you do. Bye, we out.
Two steps.
Catch you. That is nice. This is fun. Hey, this is the skate vibe. I'm gonna be performing this on the 31st for sure. Yes. It's funny. This guy gave me the song. And he was talking. Then when I said something, also,
Nice.